Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the big announcement video that was titled Yu-Gi-Oh! United Duel Tournament, which adds a lot more information as well as future product information. We do have a new card to check out as well, but I'm basically going to be summing up what it was about 2 hours of a live stream just condensed into one video. So we got a new card to check out, like I mentioned before. There's also going to be like this, they showed off like a giant dark magician in like this rarity. I don't know if we've seen that before. Keep in mind this is the OCG. We're probably not going to be getting this in the TCG. It's like perhaps a price for one of the players there. They're also showing off a bunch of the tokens. One that is really nice is the Mecha Phantom Beast token, but just a bunch of different tokens over here that we're getting. You can see there is a new mat. That artwork does look very, very cool. They've also got this special blue version of Mystical Elf coming out. Again, some of these we may not get in the TCG ever. Some of them we may get later down the line. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these relatively fast. There is some classic Yu-Gi-Oh cards that will be getting this like parallel rarity as well. Again, this is OCG. We may not get this in the TCG until way later. This, I would say, is something more along lines that is a high potential for us to get, because they always reprint and have different variants of Blue Eyes and Dark Magician because they're like, you know, fan favorites. They also asked a bunch of different questions to some of the Yu-Gi-Oh players, so this could be some knowledge for future product as well. Basically, like, what's your favorite like archetype? They even had a really cool real life size motorcycle. Obviously, I don't think it actually goes anywhere, but it would be cool to see this actually in action if it was actually real. There's also information on the new structure deck, Alba Strike, for some of the reprints, and we're going to go over those as well. But the first thing I do want to go ahead and go over is there is some more information, and I want to go ahead and actually go over the questions that they actually ask, because this could be, again, for data that they may use later down the line. So in terms of what's the favorite summoning method, you can see people still really love fusion summons. A synchro summon, I thought 100% would have been #1, but then Exceed summon, as long as Pendulum and Link are out there, I'm glad, because I think that I personally feel more at home when I see these. But remember, we're going to eventually get some new summoning mechanic, and I cannot wait to see what that actually is going to be. And then for what's your favorite type, dragons and spellcasters obviously are going to be super popular, and also warriors are quite popular as well. And then in terms of the favorite attributes, so if we want to think of this kind of as what they design, you know, maybe making in designs in the future, more darks, more lights, and then wind over here. I was thinking water would be pretty high up there as well. But then people noting what dual monsters they'd like to become. I don't know if that really like matters too much for in terms of like what they may support, but we can see there's Danger, there's the Lord of D, there's also Spiral, we got the I'm not sure if that's going to be Naturia or the Sylvans over there. The artwork's kind of similar. That's some guy that had the Rescue Rabbit helm. That was really cool too. But yeah, just some more pictures over here at this like big event that they did announce. But this basically just comes down to extra artwork and some other small things, but I already went over what I consider more important. There's also the Master of Chaos sleeves, which is the same thing that they show off in the mat. Now, in terms of the new card, it's a branded fusion card. So this is one of the newer fusion spell cards for the Albest decks. So this is a new normal spell card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can't support some monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except for fusion monsters. The first part of the effect is fusion summon one fusion monster that lists Fallen of Albaz as material from your extra deck using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion material, including at least 1 Fallen of Albaz. And on top of that, there are reprints announcements for these cards. Called by the Grave, which is still a fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's like a couple dollars right now. Obviously, if it goes to multiple in the TCG, then we're looking at it being a much better reprint. But we have confirmation of Extravagance and Ice Dragon's Prisons, and these cards are still like a decent price. I mean, Extrav is still like what, 15? Okay, 17, 16.99. I've seen it for like 15 bucks, but that, like a $15 card reprint is still pretty good. And with Ice Dragon's Prison, it's like an $8 card. So just those two alone, it makes the new structure deck worth it in terms of the reprints. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, I actually thought this was going to be a giant event. It was like 2 hours long, and that pretty much sums it up in the video. But let me know, guys, what you thought of the United Duel Tournament. If you guys actually watched the full thing, I just really wanted to see more like new Yu-Gi-Oh products, and since this video is like under 5 minutes long, I felt like it was a little bit longer than necessary. But I get it, they want to talk a little bit more about other things. But I think for them to announce this big event, I wanted to see a lot more new cards. I wanted to see more, maybe some theory crafting, what's coming in the future. But maybe that's going to be something they do later down the line. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed like the condensed version of the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh videos in the future, hit subscribe, turn that bell, and I'll give you guys those summaries very soon in the future, and I'll catch you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.